Today's video, we're going to take a look at a really cool first aid kit from one of the channel sponsors, folks at Surviveware. And this is a self-contained IPX7 waterproof first aid kit. That's what we're going to be taking a look at coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for trustworthy information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So as I said, the folks at Surviveware, who, full disclosure, are a channel sponsor, so they give me money to help get the word out about their stuff, just to be as blatantly honest as I can be. But anyway, we looked at a couple of their their first aid kits previously. We looked at this. They have an individual first aid kit, a group size like this, a survival first aid kit that's got some extra survival gear in it. And this is the latest offering that we're going to look at. This one is an IPX7 waterproof first aid kit. And it's the only one that I know of that the actual pouch, soft pouch itself is IPX7 rated. There's some first aid kits that are in hard boxes that are waterproof. There's some that come in separate dry bags, but this is the only one I know of that is actually the pouch itself, which I like because it just minimizes your space and you can kind of, it also can, it's a soft pouch, so it kind of conforms. The pouch has got some cool features. We're going to take a look at those, but first of all, as usual, we're running out of daylight, so we're going to go ahead and get to the waterproof test on this thing and do that. And I may take you inside and show you the contents on of what's actually in here, and just do a quick review. And this is pretty much the same as the original large first aid kit. It's just they may have had a couple of little upgrades to it, but mostly the waterproofness is the major upgrade. So, without a lot of rambling, let me. I'm here at the delayed response underwater measurement device. And we're going to take the lid off here. We're going to set this thing up to go down into water for, it's probably going to be dark in 30 minutes. IPX7, by the way, it's rated to be submersible for up to 30 minutes, up to 1 meter. So we don't have a meter here. By the time we get this thing sunk, it won't be 3 feet deep, but it'll be underwater. And also, it's going to be probably not 30 minutes. But anyway, so a couple things about that. So first of all, this thing has a special waterproof zipper on it, and we'll take a look at that. But it requires a little effort to open it. But one thing you got to make sure you do is you got to make sure you close it really good. That's what maintains the waterproof ability of it. How you like that for good old Georgia grammar? Anyway, you do that, and they also recommend periodically, they give you a little lubricant to maintain this thing with, just to keep it lubricated. But it's man, it looks really sealed right here. So anyway, I found out before this thing actually does float, so it's kind of difficult to get to do the underwater test. So what we're going to do is we're going to strap it to this block. I've got a piece of paracord tied around the block, so I mean, we like to be as scientific and high-tech as possible here at Survival on Purpose Worldwide Headquarters Testing Facility. So we set that out of the way for a minute. Go ahead and open up the old delayed response underwater measurement device. Take the ring off of it. And okay, so it's sunk down to the bottom. By the way, it is 7:35. So there are bubbles steadily coming up out of that thing. That's probably not a good sign. If air's coming out, that might mean water's getting in, but I don't know. So I'm trying to see where the bubbles are coming from. It looks like they're coming from under the panel underneath it. Doesn't look like they're coming from the zipper, so that's a good sign, I think. Actually, as I look a little closer with my flashlight, it looks like the bubbles are actually coming from the concrete block, cinder block, or whatever you want to call it. So hopefully that's where the air is coming from. So that means hopefully the block may be leaking, but the kit not. So we'll give it a few more minutes. It's been about 5 minutes so far. Okay, well, it's only been about 12 minutes, but I've got about a half a finger of daylight before the tree line, so I'm trying to get this done. So, and the bubbles have quit coming up. So I think, by the way, again, the bubbles were actually coming from the concrete block, not the first aid kit. But we're gonna see what's going on here. Let's pull this thing out of here. As you can see, it is, by golly, soaking wet. When Chuck Norris dives in the water, he doesn't get wet. Water gets Chuck Norris. Let me release the buckle here. Oh, it went back in, so get that out of the way. All right, let's take it up here. Put my lid back on the delayed response underwater measurement. And see if I can get you a little close up here on what's going on with this bag. Okay, so I took it out. As you can see, it's really, really wet. I'm trying to stay in focus here. I pulled this Velcro off the bag. It seemed to be drifting water out there. I'm trying to get all the water off the outside of it so you can have a really good test. You can see whether the water's actually inside or not, but I don't want to leak any in. But here we go. Moment of truth. We'll pull the zipper. They've got these little tabs here to hold on to because you really got to pull on this thing because it is made to be tight. Let's open her up. Let's see what we got. And would you look at that? It is absolutely bone dry in there. There is no water anywhere. This sucker is, by God, well, there's a couple drops I just got on there from my finger. But, you know, if there was water inside, it'd be on this mesh. This little thank you card. Bone dry, man. Bone dry. And just so real quickly, I'll try to wrap this up then, since we do have a little bit of daylight left. So there's the kit. As you can see, what's really cool about this is it is absolutely, everything is labeled. You got skincare wipes, you've got hydrogel, you've got a pair of scissors. I mean, you know, the trauma shears. You got some tweezers. You got a little pencil here for making notes or whatever if you need to make notes for the EMS. There's several different little skin king stuff. It's a nice little first aid, kind of just a little bit of a small first aid manual. Little mini CPR kit that's got instructions on it. It actually tells you about how to do CPR for kids or this pulls out CPR for kids or adults, and it's got a little, you know, everything you need just to do CPR, and it's got a little separate clip. You can bring it off, bring it with you. I'm not going to go over all the contents. These are pretty much the same as the other one. It's got some Q-tips in here. Got the lubricant for the zipper. It's got some surgical tape, some wound dressing, some conforming bandages here. Those are kind of like just cling wrap bandages. Emergency blanket in here, which is cool. A triangular blanket, triangular bandage. If you're a Boy Scout, you know all about those. If you've ever been a Boy Scout, you know about those. And let's see what else we got here. We got several, looks like about a dozen large safety pins. And again, this is burn gel in this pocket. Over here on this side, got like an ace bandage, some gloves. We got some non-adhesive wound dressing for burns or abrasions. We got eye pads, cotton swab for gauze, wound closures, a lot of different band-aids and stuff all in here. These are bigger wound closures. We got some band-aids and different adhesive dressings in here, some sterile dressings, major wounds in here. And then something I knew it was in here. I wanted to show you for sure. A couple things I think are pretty cool in here. First of all, we got some, if I can get them out of there, some temperature scans. So this is, you know, right now I'm actually working in a place that is from my job that's a assisted living, senior living, and I have to get my temperature scanned every day when I go in to make sure that I don't have a fever because of the whole COVID thing. So this is just, you can put these on your forehead, so there's nothing to break, no glass or anything like that. And then finally, last but not least, and this is what I really want to show you before I wrap this up, before the sun goes completely down, there's a really good whistle. And I'm going to blow this, so watch yourself. Ooh, man, this thing is loud. Really good to have because it gets people's attention if it's an emergency. If you're lost, it's great for you to have this, but I like it just, if you're in an emergency situation, this will kind of get people's attention. So there's the kit. Again, really, really well thought out, extremely well organized. That's really what attracted me to this kit to begin with, to the company Surviveware, was the fact that their kits were so well organized and so well thought out and so well made. And so this one, like I said, is very similar to the other ones. The main difference is that this one features welded seams everywhere. Instead of sewn seams, so these are all welded seams here. That makes it waterproof. And then it has this special waterproof zipper on it, which poke you back down in there. So you got to, one thing you got to make sure, you can see a little gap right there. When you get ready to close this thing up, you want to pull it tight all the way. It's got these little loops that you can hold on to, and also you can hang it up or you can hang something from them. I really like the fact that it's got some little tie-on straps. I guess you can put MOLLE or whatever on there on the front. You can put something else on there if you want to put a little extra trauma stuff or whatever, you know, for serious medical stuff. And then it's got this removable kind of Velcro style pad on it, or panel on it, that allows you to, you can take that off. And this is the hook side. It kind of will adhere to the carpet in most cars and trunks. You're going to stick that in your trunk and to keep it from moving around and where you put it. You can also use this to strap it to a tree. That's what I do a lot when I'm in the Boy Scouts, camping with the Boy Scouts. I'll wrap this around a tree, small tree, or a pavilion post. And then if you need it, you don't have to, you just rip it off and take it with you. You don't have to worry about unbuckling it. So that's pretty cool. You can put it in a really conspicuous place where everybody can see it. And then if you need it, again, just rip it off, and you don't have to worry about filling with a bunch of buckles. Because if you need a first aid kit, you need it usually pretty quick. And then finally, if you want to, and you could wear this as a belt kit, or you can use this for MOLLE, which you can attach this to a MOLLE, run these through. I already chipped off the paint on these things, but there's that. So anyway, that is the Surviveware waterproof first aid kit, and this sucker rocks the house, man. I'm telling you, I'm really impressed with the fact that this thing was able to stay submerged like that. And again, it was only 12 minutes, but either it's leaking or it's not. But just to be transparent, we did it for 12 minutes. So pretty cool there. So I'll put a link to this in the video description. There'll also be a discount code. Okay, well, that was a hopefully not too rushed of a look at the Surviveware waterproof first aid kit. And the sun has slowly sunk beneath the tree line, so hopefully we've got enough light here still to make this work. I've got my ISO set pretty high. So anyway, thanks again to the folks at Surviveware, both for being a financial sponsor for the channel and for making such really great first aid kits. By the way, you can save 10% on any Surviveware purchase by using the coupon code PURPOSE10. And that coupon code works both on Amazon and their website, and they have free shipping on their website, so it probably helps them a little bit if you buy it from their websites. They told me they don't care, but I'm telling you, if you buy it from their website, I think it helps them. So anyway, they're a great family-owned business. So anyway, I'll stop rambling. I hope this has been helpful. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and Saturday, sometimes random videos throughout the week. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single one, I invite you to go to, you've probably seen this before, but survivalonpurpose.com/subscribe. Get connected with my weekly email newsletter every week. I'll send you an email with links to previous videos, plus usually some older videos so you can get a good laugh about how much of a doofus I've always been, and probably some other cool information or deals or offers or something you might be interested in. So anyway, I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.